Shalom. How are you doing? How are you doing? Well, tomorrow is Independence Day, and so I just wanted to send you this video today. On Wednesday, I talked to you about how your seeds create your future. Today, I want to talk about how your harvest is your future. Your harvest is your future. In the book of Genesis, chapter 8, verse 22, it says, "While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, day and night shall not cease." So this is God's covenant with creation after the flood and after Noah and his family comes out of the ark. So today I want to talk about harvest, and I want us to get an understanding. I pray that this word today will give you an understanding or sharpen your understanding about what harvest is. Well, harvest, the definition of harvest is the fullness. It is the fullness. Harvest is the time where your fruit is gathered. You gather your fruit because it has reached maturity and it is ready now to be gathered. All right. Now, what does harvest look like? Because I've done a lot of teaching on harvest. I think sometimes we don't always understand what harvest is. But harvest is when your need is being met or has been met. Harvest is need being met. So we sow or we plant seeds so that our needs will be met. So whatever your need is, you sow into your need, and then when your need is met, that's your harvest. And there's all kind of needs. There's all kind of needs: spiritual needs, relational needs, financial needs, emotional needs, psychological needs. So need really covers the entire spectrum of your life experience. But harvest is when your need is met. You're no longer in need because the need has been met. And you have sown seed to meet your need, and now your need is being met. All right? The Bible teaches that it is better, it is more blessed to give than to receive. And a lot of times we've taken that out of context. I've taught a lot on that passage and principle because it is a law. And the reason why it's better to give than to receive is because your giving is the seed. You're in the giving, you sow seed. You can't receive without sowing. Now, a lot of times you receive because you've not given, and a lot of people have an expectation of receiving and never giving. But that's really not the way the kingdom operates. That's the way the world operates. That's really a welfare mentality. People that live under that kind of a mindset, they really live in that's a world mindset, because in the kingdom we give with an expectation to receive. It's nothing wrong with giving to receive. That's what seed time and harvest is all about. All right? So it is more blessed to give, because when you give, you plant the seed, and then from that seed you will receive, and your need is going to be met. So today I want to encourage you to write a list of your needs. What is it that you need? What is lacking in your life right now? And that's the area where you want to sow into. You want to plant seed for your need, so that harvest will come and your need will be met. Okay, so whatever area is lacking in your life, whatever area is unfruitful in your life. There's nothing being produced, nothing's coming forth, nothing's growing, or whatever is unfruitful in your life. Okay, that's where you want to sow your seed, because your harvest is going to come forth from where you plant. So don't be crying about what you don't have. You need to start praising God that I have seed that I can plant into this area, and in due season I'm going to receive my harvest. All right, now harvest also is when you reach your destination. Me and my family, we're taking a trip. Matter of fact, I'll be on my trip. I'll be visiting with my family in Ohio when you watch this video. And so that's going to require a trip, because we live in Virginia. So that's like a 500-mile trip. But the harvest comes when we reach our destination. So when I arrive in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, I will be in the place of harvest. That's harvest. And so there's a destiny that God wants to accomplish in your life. There's and that's the trail that you're on. But your harvest is when you get to the destination. So then you got to ask yourself the question, where am I going? And you need to really deal with that in this 7th month. You need to deal with that this month. You need to ask yourself the question, where am I going and where is my destination? Because when you get to the destination, that's your harvest. That's your harvest. All right? Harvest is also the result and manifestation of your assignment. Too many of you are working, but you don't have a vision for manifestation. You're doing stuff, but you don't have a vision. You don't know what the end is looking like. Never accept an assignment without first seeing the manifestation. That's what vision is. Vision is you see the end before you begin. And so you have to engineer from your ending. And the harvest is when you reach the end of your assignment. Okay? So what are you working for? What you got several assignments. What are you working for? All right? Now, harvest then, let me wrap this up. Harvest number 1 is my need being met, because I've sown seed. And the harvest is my need is going to be met. Number 2, harvest is the destination of my destiny. Where am I going? What does that look like? And number 3, harvest is the manifestation of my work. What am I working for? And if you can get a picture of those 3 areas, then you can come into harvest. Shalom. God bless.